7-0 here in the second quarter. The Packers have used their first timeout, and the Eagles will have a first down on their 16-yard line. Cunningham throwing up the middle, and it's caught by Joseph. Nice pop defending on the play, and a gain of 5.
Yeah, but nice protection. Bernard Williams working on Sean Jones again. Two big men. The battle of the giants, 6'8" and 6'7". You can see Sean Jones is a guy right here that really likes to try to use his arms. He'll knock hands down. He'll try to get to your shoulder. But this man, Bernard Williams, his arms are even longer. So it just becomes a game of position and push and pull.
Reminds the Eagles of Clyde Simmons. Second down and 5. Again, Cunningham to the air. Pass underneath to Joseph. James Joseph, who can play many positions with another reception and a 10-yard pickup. First down, Eagles.
What you're going to see again with the protection and time, watch Bernard Williams how he sets. The one thing you'll always notice with him is even though he gets out of position, he has the feet to be able to come back. He's got that basketball player kind of ability, and that's good in this, especially for that tackle position.
Number 1 draft pick out of Georgia. A lot of shifting in the Eagle front this year. First down on the 31-yard line. And the give is to Herschel Walker, and Walker is stopped at the 30. Bernard Williams, you took a study of this guy in your file.
Yeah, and he interested me because he's got so much ability, you want to know what he's about. And the first thing you notice, he's got those long arms, but he has the great feet. You never really see him on the ground. Second thing, he's got the perfect lineman mentality. You can slap him, yell at him, it doesn't matter. The thing that he's got to improve on, strength. Strength really right now is his weakness. And he's at a disadvantage in the weight room because the long arms. He almost gets embarrassed because he goes in there. He's a longer way to push the bar, and he doesn't want to go in because people smaller are doing more.
Second down and 11. Cunningham is sacked back at the 20-yard line, and that time it was Gilbert Brown.
Nick, you see right there, Gilbert Brown makes the sack. Sean Jones takes the weakness of Bernard Williams' strength. Now watch, he'll work upside. Now watch, he just decides to power him. Take him and push him right back into the quarterback, and that allowed Gilbert Brown to come back after Reggie White had collapsed inside.
So you always have to watch where Jones and White line up, and sometimes guys like Brown clean up as he did there, and a loss of 8 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and forever, 3rd and 19 for the Eagles. 5:20 to go in the first half. Screen pass goes out to Walker. And Herschel is driven down by George Boots and his friends. And it'll bring up 4th down. And the fans are booing once again.
This you?
This is a tough crowd, as it usually is. This is one of the tough cities, as you know, in all sports.
I tell you, I get no respect. But that's going to happen. And I tell you, Kotite knows that. And he's not going to let it get to him. He said, look, the day that a crowd dictates me to make the call, the day I get out of the game.
Joe Kioharik, a former Eagle coach, says you start listening to them, you're going to be sitting with them. Robert Brooks is back, and Pittsburgher to kick. End over end, and a chance for a return for Brooks. On the 35, he's got the kicker to beat. We saw that before in New York. 52-yard punt return.
I got to tell you, Berger did a great job of not allowing Brooks to make the touchdown. You could see as Brooks broke through how he was trying to set up Mitch Berger. He'll see the lane. He knows where it's set. Now, hit the lane. There's right. Now, watch again. Watch how he tries to set up the kicker. Work inside to get him turn his shoulders. He doesn't do it. Trying to do it again and make him turn his feet. Still doesn't do it. And then Berger just slows it down enough to allow Britt Hager to come back and push him out of bounds.
And a penalty against Green Bay.
Forget I said any of that. It didn't matter.
Here he is again. Didn't count for.
Watch how he tried to square him back. See, to make Berger turn his shoulders. It didn't happen.
Always return team. From the spot of the valve, 15 yards, first down.
That is a critical penalty against the Green Bay Packers. They would have had the ball deep in Eagle territory. Instead, the Packers will have the ball inside their 30.
Clearly hit him from behind. That was the penalty. But look at the lane. Look at the lane right here for Brooks to run through. Very well set up and executed. And then again at the end, watch him try to make Berger turn back. He can't, and then he makes the tackle.
Packers lost 58 yards as a result of that penalty nullifying the return. First down on the 29. Screen pass to Bennett. And Bennett is stopped by Bert Grossman. An 8-yard pickup. One of the Eagle defenders had missed a tackle. Grossman winds up finishing the job.
Talking to Bert Grossman the last couple of days, you know, Bert Grossman is an avid antiques collector, and he likes period stuff. And he told me he's got a nice high boy in the works, but he just can't get the guy down enough. He said he'd love to have it, but he's still too high on the price. He wants to bring it down.
Are you bidding for him on the air now, or what?
Yeah, he said if I can make a deal, I get half of it.
Sounds like it. Second down and 2, and on a reverse, here's Charles Jordan. And he'll spin his way for the first down. And another penalty flag is down. They ought to just make a recording of the fact that I'm saying penalty down and just play it every play the way it's going. And it appears to be against the Packers again. That'll nullify the first down.
Penalties always kill you.
Holding. Offense, number 86, from the end of the run, 10-yard penalty, remains second down.
Ed West, the tight end. But when you're trying to get the offense moving and get a little bit of rhythm going, they just absolutely hammer you. If you're going to get a penalty, make sure it's 30-0 when you get it, where it doesn't really kill you.
Well, they had 2 penalties that really killed them. 52-yard punt return nullified, and then a first down brought back. As a result, it'll be second down and 7. Favre up the middle. Tell you what, firing Evans put a crunching hit on Edgar Bennett you could hear anywhere in the Delaware Valley.
Again, that is a thing of beauty. You sit back in his zone, he can read the guy coming into his zone, and then, hey, all you do is just run right through him. Don't stop your feet. Watch in. Watch the head snap. Boom! That doesn't do it any justice. Watch this at regular speed. Well, I love to see that.
I guess you do. You used to do it. You inflicted enough of that. Third down and 5, and the Packers will use their second timeout. Bennett is shaken up. We'll be back to check on him when we return. Back at Veterans Stadium. Packers with a third down and 5 on their 34-yard line. Darrell Thompson joins Reggie Cobb in the backfield. Cobb is in motion. Favre with one pump. Off balance, completes the pass to Sterling Sharp, and he's got the first down for Green Bay. He didn't even need the reach. McMillan on the tackle, a gain of 7.
And that was nice. Now, he had the time, but he didn't have an open receiver. So he'll buy time by rolling back out. Watch how the protection forms right here. See, good protection. Now he's looking. He doesn't get West. Now he knows Sharp is here, so he'll buy time by rolling. Sharp understands and rolls to the middle. Comes up with a reception.
Shows you how strong Favre is to make that kind of throw with something on it. On the 41, pressure on Favre. He might have lost the ball. The Eagles were going after it. Evans was one of the perpetrators in there in a loss of 2 yards.
Yeah, they brought Evans. They brought Romanowski. They came with a blitz. One of the concerns the Packers had, they knew that Bud Carson's defense was going to dog him. You can see Romanowski coming off the side. Now, Favre is strong. He steps up and avoids that, but then the ball slips out of his hand, and then Byron Evans comes in and clears it. But Romanowski in the scheme came clean off the corner.
He wasn't in the neutral zone that time. He was in the backfield. And a 2-minute warning here at Veterans Stadium, and we'll return in a moment. On the Dockers halftime, James and Terry will have all the scores and highlights. Plus, they'll take a look at one of the NFL's oldest and greatest rivalries, the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. That's all coming up next on the Dockers halftime. By the way, the Packers are wearing uniforms from long time ago, 1937. Long before Matt Millen was born. And long before I was born, I might add.
And before Bill Romanowski was born. You can see he came clean on that blitz. It was very well done by the Philadelphia Eagles defense. Well executed.
Second sack of the game by Philadelphia. Second down 12 on the Packer 39. Screen pass to LaShawn Johnson. He's got speed if he gets through. And what a great bit of running by LaShawn Johnson after the catch. Greg Jackson finally brings him down, and a big pickup of 31 yards.
Yeah, they're excited about him. Every time LaShawn Johnson gets in the game, he's in there to get the football. We saw him early in the first quarter. He carried up the middle. Now to get him in the second quarter, they throw the double screen to him outside.
Packers have only one timeout remaining. Favre is going to be rushed and sacked, and Bill Romanowski again coming on in for the Eagles, and that is their third sack of the game.
Romanowski coming off the corner again. And I think Darrell Thompson, you'll see him right here. You'll see Darrell Thompson runs right by him, number 26. See, that's the hot read. If he goes, he's got to pick him. He doesn't take him. Romanowski gets the sack.
Story on Edgar Bennett, who was shaken up, a bruised shoulder, and they expect that he'll be back in the second half. Second and 14. Johnson goes in motion again, and a tip ball. Byron Evans on the pass. They were trying to go to Sterling Sharp.
They're having to get rid of the ball. They're getting some pressure. They've been coming outside, and they also like to come up the middle. Now, what they like to do is come up the middle to Favre because he sets quick. But they've been having success with showing things in the middle and then bringing Romanowski from the outside. Man who thinks all that is Bud Carson, the defensive coordinator. It's funny, whenever you talk to opposing coaches with Bud Carson, they say, I know Bud's going to show us something that we haven't seen.
And I'm sure that's the case today. On 3rd and 14, Favre has time before he gets hit going, and it's intercepted in the end zone for a touchback. Michael Zordich, and no Packer receivers in view.
Well, there was one in view from here, Sterling Sharp, and it looks to me like Sharp just stopped on the pattern. He tried to break underneath. Favre either misread him or there was poor communication. You're going to watch. He gets down. He's going to break back inside. He makes the safety Jackson and Zordich turn away. He just overthrew him. Had he led Sharp to the left, it could have been a touchdown. But he hung it up under the pressure, and that allows Zordich to make the play.
First interception of the year for Zordich, and each quarterback has thrown an interception in the end zone, and the Packers took advantage of their interception and went 80 yards for the only score of the game. Eagles with 50 seconds to play in the half. On first down, Cunningham has Victor Bailey, who stops the clock after getting a Philadelphia first down.
Don't forget, in 2 minutes, you can see, he has been just absolutely on fire. 11 of 14, make that 12 of 15 for 200-plus yards. 2 minutes of the first 2 games, he's been unstoppable.
The Eagles have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. They're on their own 32. Barnett. Fred Barnett. And that penalty may be against the Packers. We'll wait. It's a 25-yard game. And all of a sudden, the Eagles are operating in Green Bay territory if the flag goes against Green Bay.
See what the Eagles have done now. They've spread that Green Bay
defense. Penalties decline. First down.
You can see Bryce pop right up to the top. But what the Eagles are doing, they've gone the 4 wide receivers. They spread the field, and they're running people down to get the separation in the zone. See, Barnett will come through. Mistakes made by the linebackers jumping up on Herschel Walker, and that allows Barnett to settle down right in front of McGill.